A local team of researchers is looking into the overuse of antibiotics in animal agriculture. Their study has spawned the discovery of a strange phenomenon.
And now Texas Tech's Institute of Environmental and Human Health is looking into how this could impact your health. KCBD News Channel 11's Patricia Villasin joins us now with more on their findings. Patricia.
Christy and Abner, there are about 200 feedlots that are home to thousands of cattle in the southern High Plains, and that team of researchers collected air samples from different feedlots in our area and discovered an interesting strain of bacteria.
In that circle, approximately 30% of all beef cattle in the United States.
And Lubbock is right at the epicenter.
Recenter right here, just to the west of us, a few miles, is a feed yard.
Of something beyond its high cattle population.
This is the first time, to our knowledge, that this trifecta of antibiotic resistance has been discovered in the air.
That's why Philip Smith and his team have been conducting their research for about 7 years. They've pinned down the strain of bacteria's source.
There's no question, antibiotics are used extensively as growth promoters and for treatment of disease in animal agriculture.
But with the high frequency of winds we get here in the South Plains,
that's not a smiley face, that's a contour of the highest frequency of dusty days.
they are still trying to determine how fast it can travel into the environment.
The smaller particles would tend to stay suspended in the air for a longer period of time and therefore would be able to travel much greater distances.
And how it could impact human health.
That doesn't mean that humans are necessarily at risk. So our next step is to determine how far these particulates may move and then what happens when they settle out.
Despite what he has learned from his research, Smith doesn't fault farmers and producers' manner of raising cattle.
I love a great steak, I love a hamburger, and I know a lot of people do. And we all want good, healthy food choices, but we also want good prices.
And Smith says there isn't any information in his study that would be a cause for panic and that it's still too early for him and his team to make any leaps in the negative effects associated with bacteria. He also hopes his study will promote good stewardship for the use of antibiotics in agriculture. Christine Abner.
Thank you, Patricia.